Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Britain. The year is 1925, and as you can see, we are currently in the middle of a major naval battle. Alright, let's see what's going on. So, last time I remember we encountered a number of American battle cruisers, which we are currently in the process of pounding into submission. That one's looking pretty slow. This one's severely damaged, although her guns are still functioning, so we'll have to do something about that. And this one is also apparently working fairly well. We've been working on surrounding them and cutting them off from their home port of Guantanamo Bay, but we're not quite there yet. Alright, and I see... patrol boat. Okay. We've done a number of airstrikes. Our torpedo bombers have done some very significant damage there, which is quite nice. But they're not quite done yet. So let's see. We've still got some torpedo bombers. Looks like those are heading home. Yeah, they're heading back to the carrier. Alright, so let's take a look and see how our strikes are going. Okay, so we've got a group of 12 torpedo bombers readying up. So hopefully those will be able to go out and do a finishing blow. Feel like I should set my priority targets there. There we go. And we got a few scouts heading out. Who knows if they'll manage anything. I would be quite surprised. We got another group of scouts out and about and searching. Again, who knows what they'll accomplish. Meanwhile, let us continue trying to push our ships around the outside of this fight. So let's see what happens. We'll just move one turn. And there we go. Now we've got proper targets assigned. Maybe. Let's give it another couple turns and see what they're actually shooting at. Okay, there we go. Now we got some proper targets assigned. Alright. Bat Div 17 is targeting the two damaged ships, with most fire being concentrated on the one that's still moving. Collingwood and Iron Duke are also concentrating fire on the one that's still moving. And we need to get most of our other fire. Rodney's focused on the lead Ticonderoga. She's reporting heavy damage, but she's still moving at 20 knots, so obviously it's not that heavy of damage. Alright, let's swing Battlecruiser Division 6 around to the lead Ticonderoga. There we go. Shift that over, see if we can get some more damage on them. Alright, let's just run right along. Alright, destroyer divisions are starting to misunderstand signals, but that's okay. Alright, I think it is time to start hoisting the flotilla attack signals and start sending some of these ships in for finishing blows. Let's see, do we even have any ships that we can send in for finishing blows from over here? What squadron are these for? Rodney, okay, yeah. Okay, well, hopefully they go in. There we go. Ticonderoga's turning. I don't know if we knocked out her rudder, but she certainly is not heading in the direction she wants to be, and that's good. Alright, what's this guy doing? Still doing 15 knots. Those guys are slowing down. Alright, so let's cut in. Continue closing the range. There we go, getting some more hits in there. Alright, well, I guess we now know because of reloading the save game that these are Revision 1922 ships. So these probably are rocking new fire controls. But at this point, after they've been battered by a barrage of 16-inch shells, it's probably not helping them all that much. Okay, Impassable just took a 16-inch hit. Wow. One hit, and that's almost a sixth of her structure. Man, those heavy guns do not play around. Alright, let's open up those broadsides there. How are these guys doing? They're doing okay. How's the Royal Sovereign doing? Yeah, we're going to start bringing her to the right. Bringing these guys to the right as well. Oh, we need to get the Maxton away from those battle cruisers. Be very embarrassing if we lost our lone aircraft carrier and all of her newly experienced pilots because she got too close. In fact, let's turn these battle cruisers around. Well, I never really intended for the Maxton to get within gun range of anything, but hey, look at that! Those 6-inch guns are actually doing something. Hooray! Alright. Northern Ticonderoga looks like she's finally cut off, and she's showing severe damage now. It appears that there's a group of... Oh, there's more ships over here. There's more ships milling about in confusion inside this harbor. And there's a floating coastal battery. Well, that's neat. And looks like we're getting very close to this Ticonderoga. Let's see, do these guys? Yeah, they do still technically have torpedoes on them, so that's not so good. We're going to have to watch out for that. So with that in mind, let's actually turn over this way. And how's my strike coming? Okay, we've recovered this group, so we've got 16 ready. Or we've got 12 ready. We've got another group of 16 that we can launch. So let's start readying them up. Naval strike, torpedoes, ready strike. Alright, and this group of 12, their target is battleships. And let's set their destination right in the middle of Guantanamo Bay, see what kind of damage we can do to those ships that are currently in port. Alright, priority set, range set. Alright, let's send these over here. And I'll bet that Ticonderoga is finished off. Yeah, she's got 3 out of 4 turrets knocked out and fire's burning. I think we can start shifting our fire. See if we can knock out these shore batteries and try and expedite this invasion. Maybe knock down that airbase too. Alright, time is a little bit past noon. We still have most of the day to do damage. Alright, Maxton, what are you doing? Are you launching those planes? Maybe? I thought I told you to launch them. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we've got the group of 16 readying up, 23 turns out. And the group of 12 has not launched yet. So let's verify the target. Oh, there's a Randolph class over here. That's their most modern one. Alright, and we've got the group of 12. Launch strike. There we go. Ready to flying. That ought to get some damage done. Alright, and there's at least 2 battle cruisers in here. The Oriskany and the Randolph. Let's see, what does the Oriskany have? 30 knots, heavy armor, only 6 guns. So that's how they were able to do that. So a little bit light on the guns, but well armored. And then this Randolph class, a lot heavier on the number of guns. But they traded speed and armor for number and caliber of guns. So yeah, that ship is also vulnerable. Alright, well, let's see if we can get our battleships in the action here. Pretty sure that Ticonderoga is out of the fight. And I'm going to tell this guy to target. Okay, he's already got the target selected, it just needs to shift over. Same thing with this guy. Alright, well, let's see what kind of damage we can do. Pretty sure that Ticonderoga is going to get knocked out soon. Where'd that last Ticonderoga go? So there's this one that's slowing down. There's this one. Where'd the third one go? Oh, right in the middle. Well, hopefully those destroyers start knocking stuff out. And where's this Royal Sovereign going? Well, let's bring him up towards the shore batteries. There we go, target's shifted. Impassable's taking some good hits. That's not so good. 9 hits. Ooh. And 1 flooding. Yeah, she's getting hammered. And the other ineluctable. How did you lose a turret? You haven't been hit once. Alright, let's turn that over that way. And let's keep running for a little bit longer. Yeah, plenty of hits on plenty of Ticonderogas, so that's good. Near miss on the Impassable. Okay. I think that is enough damage that it is worth detaching and slowing down for at least now. Alright, let's see. Scout Forces, Battle Division 12. No. Where's my... Here we go. Yep, detached. AI controlled. Set speed to 21 or 20 knots and break off from the fight. Oh, and the Maxton's the one that does the flotilla attack for that group. Alright, there we go. Flotilla attack ordered. Alright, those are on their way. And is that a strike heading out? No, that's a strike heading home. Okay, we're starting to get some torpedoes out. Looks like our destroyers are finally doing their job. That ought to shut this battle cruiser down fairly effectively. How's the ineluctable doing? Ooh. Taking some hits already. Wow, that Ticonderoga's really got it out. That's some good gunnery right there. Let's just break off and let the torpedoes finish them. There we go. And another wave heading in. Alright, has anybody sent any torpedoes at this one? I don't think it's necessary given the heavy damage and fires, but you never know. A proper execution is the only way to be sure. Oh, come on, keep going. Okay, Rodney, why are you still targeting that Ticonderoga that's sinking? That's not very helpful. If you're not going to be helpful, then I'll at least have you target something useful. Well, I guess you can't do that. Okay, Maxton, you head over this way. Okay, now we're getting a few more torpedo hits. Who was that? Okay, that's the same one. At this point, 5 torpedoes in, I'm pretty sure she's done. It's time to start canceling all those flotilla attacks. Let's see, who was the one that ordered those? This one, cancel. This one, cancel. And was it this one? No. Was it this one? Yeah, this one. There we go. Cancel. Okay, flotilla attacks canceled. We've done our damage. No need for any more. Huh. I didn't know that coastal batteries included aircraft. And I guess it makes sense at this point. Getting that aircraft spotting and a little bit of reconnaissance. But, 1930 era shore batteries and a 1925? Sure, we'll go with that. Let's see, how's our strikes going? Okay, our 16 flight is ready. Priority target dreadnoughts. The location has already been set pretty good, so let's just send them right out. Launch strike. Looks like a few more torpedoes still heading in, and oh, they missed. Fortunately, I don't think we've had any friendly fire, so that's good. There we go, we're starting to get some gunfire on those shore batteries. We'll knock those things out. Try and expedite this invasion. I know that there's some battle cruisers somewhere in there. It's just a matter of actually getting them. Let's see, I know there were some planes out. Have they launched? Okay, the group of 16 is going from ready to flying. The group of 12 is going from taking off to flying. Well, that's not fair. This group is going to be in the air sooner. One more check there. They're still 1 minute out. Oh, hey, we got some contacts. Multiple contacts to the northeast. Alright, time to start forming back up and getting ready to present a line of battle. I know that the enemy did have a significant force in the area, otherwise we wouldn't have all of our ships here. So it's time to see what kind of damage we can do with this. Aha! There we go, Dreadnought forces sighted. Alright, disengaging from the shore batteries. Let's get away from there. Start presenting a proper line of battle. You guys can cease fire for 10 minutes. I think that's done. And you can cease fire. And you guys can cease fire for 10 rounds. And you can cease fire for 10 rounds. That should be good. And we've still got those strikes heading out. Oh, and there we go. First flight of 12 torpedo bombers is off. Let's see. And the next one is spotting right now, 28 minutes out. Now that those are off, we can turn the carrier to the south and try and keep it out of harm's way. That is a lot of dreadnoughts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dreadnoughts. Alright, Collingwood, turn you this way. I guess we're going to have to throw the battle cruisers in the line for now. Not my most desirable choice, but that's what we got to do right now. I think we've already done plenty of damage to the enemy. Alright, we're starting to get some enemies in sight. We've got some Vermont class with nasty 14-inch gunses. They stings. And they're already opening fire. Alright, Collingwood needs to get the heck out of there. Turn north and run. Ineluctables. Have you been able to get stuff under control? Okay, the ineluctable's fine. How about the impassable? Relatively okay. Still got one flooding. But it'll have to do. And the Iron Duke is racing to join the line. As is the Royal Sovereign. We need to get these ships together. Unfortunately, all the strikes are heading right into the harbor here, and I cannot redirect them at this time. It's a little bit too late. Alright, anything else we can do here? Not really. Not really. The ships are ordered, so we'll just keep on rolling and hope we can survive the thunder. There we go. We're starting to see some hits on those Vermonts. Alright, Collingwood is still taking fire. Nothing too significant yet, so that's good. Alright, we're going to try and maintain the range relatively open in this case. I do kind of want to try and force them away from Guantanamo Bay, just so we can keep the fight going. We've still got half a day to pound them into submission. Oh, Iron Duke, turn away. Please form line. I suspect we're going to lose this entire strike. They're not going anywhere useful. They're probably just going to burn up their fuel and crash. Alright, let's turn that away. Alright, Collingwood can turn, and we're going to reduce speed to 22. Just to get that line forming. Iron Duke, bring her about. Hard a port. I know that'll throw off the guns for a little bit, but it's better than the alternative, which is getting way too close to those little guns that fire fast. Alright, do we want to pick up survivors from Ticonderoga? No, they're going to start harassing me about that, so I'm going to reject all. Okay, let's see. We'll just stabilize on a relatively westerly course. See what kind of damage we can do. Iron Duke can also turn again. Let's get that broadside actually opened up. And Rodney, you're almost close enough. Let's see, do we have... Okay, so they've got targets picked out. They've got targets picked out. How about these guys? They've got targets picked out. This guy's got targets picked out. This guy's got targets picked out. Okay, so our 10-minute ceasefire has expired. Time to start shooting. Alright, starting to see some hits on that lead Vermont class. There we go. Get that damage done. And torpedo a random Ticonderoga, sure. I'm fine with that. Okay, reduce speed on the Iron Duke, join the line. Looks like we're starting to turn them. Rodney can go charging in. Well, this is a closer range engagement than I would like, but hey, we're hitting them more than they're hitting us. And that's what matters in a battleship fight. Dreadnought Hannibal is starting to take fire, but she's still holding up just fine. Hull hit deck. There's no way that's going to penetrate at this kind of a range. And a near miss. Alright, keep firing. And another torpedo on the Ticonderoga. I don't care. Let's see. How's the Maxton doing? Yeah, let's bring you off to the right so that you're relatively close to the fight for whenever the airstrikes do start going in. How's that going, by the way? They're launching a recon? Oh, that's annoying. I would prefer if they were not wasting my torpedo bombers for recon. That's why we have scout planes. Okay, Iron Duke has rejoined the formation, so that's good. Alright, let's drop the speed on these to 20 knots so they can properly form up. And it looks like the American formation is starting to break up. They are, at this point, milling around in confusion. I wonder if I hit the bridge or something or knocked out the Admiral. Alright, Vermont has heavy damage and is on fire, so that's good. Let's see if we can get some damage on the... Okay, other Vermont is down to 10 knots. Most of the other ships are still showing just fine. But I'll bet that this Vermont is not long for the world. Looks like all but one of her turrets is knocked out and she's on fire. Good. Let's do some damage. Alright, so I think we're just going to keep on steaming west for a little bit. And in another 5 or 10 turns, we're just going to turn around and head east. Alright, that's enough. What are you targeting, Rodney? Oh, I forgot to tell you to shoot. Okay, Rodney, open fire. All other ships, keep firing. We're scoring hits, that means our directors have them locked up. So we're just going to keep on lobbing shells their way and doing damage. Alright, getting some good hits on that Georgia. I don't want to be this close, but it's better to just stand ground and drive them away. See a nice little torpedo flush heading that way too. Okay, hold up for a moment. Let's see, how are we doing? Long range engagement now. I think at this point we're at a relatively good, stable range, so we're just going to turn in. To maintain, we're going to match course, parallel right up, and do more damage. Oh, look! Our torpedo bombers actually picked the right target. They're going after dreadnoughts. Sweet! I did not expect that. Ooh, 12 Westland walruses are approaching the enemy ships. Good. Fear the fury of my walrus. Let's see, that Georgia looks pretty well battered. Which does make sense. We've got 2 dreadnoughts that have fallen behind and are almost certainly either sinking or soon to be sinking. And I think this may be the twilight of the American battle fleet. They are looking very poorly. Alright, first group of torpedo bombers went in. We should start seeing results from that next turn. Alright, Hercules is reporting a fire. Iron Duke, why are you so far behind? 22 knots. Okay, Hercules, okay. Ah, fire out. That's the sort of reports I like. Hopefully it stays out. Get those reflash watches stationed. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Keep going. Okay, looks like no hits from the first wave of torpedo bombers. Second wave going in. Oh, they're going after the sinking one. No! On the bright side, at least it's sinking, so it's an easy target. Alright, 1 hit, 2 hits, and the Georgia class. Alright, so Vermont, and ooh, that's a still active ship. Good. Alright, next turn. No hits. Alright, keep firing. Oh, looks like they're about to run themselves ashore. Alright, time to shift course. Oh! 16 Westland Walrus approaching enemy ships. And Royal Sovereign is now on fire. How bad is it? Hercules is also on fire. Okay, looks like we've had a reflash. Let's turn these ships to the southwest to maintain the firing on them. We'll just continue heading in this general direction, and I actually think we're going to reduce speed even more. We'll drop down to 16 knots. There's no particular need to go racing at high speed if we already have them in position we want. So we'll just turn around, get our guns on target, and let them rip. Do that damage while we can. Alright, first wave of torpedo bombers going in on the damaged ship. Okay, that's 1 hit. Next group going in on an Oklahoma class. No hits. Next group going in on the damaged ship. Okay, hit, 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 hit. Ooh, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 torpedo hits on a sinking ship. Well, I'd rather that than no hits. And 3 torpedo bombers are going after another active ship. Good! Let's see what we get. 1 torpedo hit. It's better than nothing. And it's convenient that those hits are happening while our ships are turning around. So they're taking torpedo evasion while we're readjusting our positions, and then we can resume the barrage. Alright, let's see how these guys are doing. Well, that New Jersey's down to 5 knots, so that's probably a sign of damage. That Oklahoma's also slowed down, reporting heavy damage. Georgia is at 15 knots, so she's not too bad. And Vermont has 2 turrets knocked out and down to 15 knots as well. Good job. That is an outstanding result. Alright, tell the Maxton to start heading back to the battle. Cancel that, not what I was looking for. Strikes. Yeah, all planes out right now. And I do believe that now is the time to order another. Well, let's go for a little bit longer. Well, no, it takes a little while to order to get a proper flotilla attack organized. So let's just hoist the signals and send them all in. All right, all those Ticonderogas are down. All right, signals hoisted for flotilla attacks. All destroyers charge. Okay, just out of curiosity, I want to know what kind of firing chances we have and what sort of variables are affecting it. So let's see. We've got a 3.4% hit chance for the Collingwood. Alright, let's see. So range 16,000, base hit chance 3.79. Alright, target aspect, because they're running away. Fire control, pretty good. Tech level, very good. Ship turning, no penalty. 6 ships firing at the same target, minus 20. Okay, yeah, that'd hurt things. Final hit chance, 3.41. Let's do a quick double check of our firing solutions. Okay, looks like we're concentrating on the Oklahoma, New Jersey, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Oklahoma, New Jersey, New Jersey. Wow, popular ship. Let's see if we can target some of this other stuff. Yeah, let's target that one. Start spreading out some of this fire. Yep, still getting hits. Sounds good to me. Keep on going. Starting to get some spots on those ships we've already wrecked pretty well. Is anyone targeting that Vermont? Alright, there we go. Shift fire. We're getting that Vermont and Georgia. Looks good, looks good. And that guy's got a number of turrets knocked out. This guy is fairly clean so far. And that one's really okay. I don't like that. I do not like okay battleships. Alright, what do we have in this group? Okay, down to 5 knots, down to 5 knots, 10 knots. And that means that they are vulnerable to destroyer attack. Good. Alright, we'll bring those dreadnoughts away. Let's see, how are these guys doing? Okay, looks like the fires are out. So I'm actually going to speed these guys back up to 20 knots so we can get ahead of this other group and actually get a formal line without interference. Alright, let's accelerate. Alright, destroyers are going in. Starting to see a few torpedoes in the water. Alright, let's take a quick review. Alrighty, getting more reports of heavy damage there. Good. How are we doing here? Why are you still targeting that ship? I told you to shift your fire. Alright, you know what? Manual targeting, target that Vermont. I don't care what the other Vermonts are doing. They're sinking. Stop wasting shells on a ship that's already out. I want that other Vermont dead. If it's not DED dead by the end of this battle, I will be most upset with you. Okay, looks like this group in the back is in good trouble. Slowed down to 5 knots, slowed down to 10 knots, slowed down, well, heavy damage, I quote, but she's still running at 15 knots. I am not believing that. How's this group doing? Still targeting the Oklahoma and the Georgia. And these guys are doing the same. Alright, time to, let's see, which ones are the faster? Okay, you guys are okay. You guys, I already told you to target someone else. Let's do that again. Alright, target, not that Vermont. Where's the other one? Here we go, that group. Target that, manual targeting. And you guys, we're going after, not that one, I want you going after the Oklahoma. Yep, that is fine. And then you guys can go after that one. There we go. Spread out that fire. Ooh, Ardent's having a rough time. Torpedo tube explodes. Well, launch those other torpedoes while you still have them. Let's see, do I have any airplanes back? Nope. Alright, so we've got one group returning. And another group returning as well. They're still a little ways out, though. Well, it's 3 in the afternoon. I think we've done plenty of damage with our aircraft. Now it's just a matter of finishing things off. Alright, open up those broadsides. Keep firing. There we go, that's a destroyer-class torpedo that just hit. That Georgia's in serious trouble now. At least that Vermont's out. Why are you still targeting not the ship I told you to target? I am extremely frustrated. I think we're going to have some reshuffling in the command structure of the gunnery officers. You there. Target that. There we go. That's a much better distribution. But didn't I tell you to target that New Jersey? At least we're getting a generally better distribution. Alright, which one got hit? Same one as before, okay. It's time for you to go down. You've taken enough torpedoes, it's time to end. No, stop shooting that thing and try shooting this thing. There you go. Well, unfortunately, it does look like a fair amount of the American fleet is going to escape, but we've definitely done some good damage on them. I think I may have to change around my ammunition loadouts. These guys, I get it, you're running low on that AP ammunition. So how about if I just gave you 100% AP? I think we'll try that next time. That way you can't be confused by conflicting options and try and target stuff that you don't have ammunition for. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. They're getting confused by not having the right type of ammunition to fire at the targets they want. So that's an important lesson there. We're going to have to shuffle that up and switch over to a 100% AP loadout. In the meantime, we'll just do as much damage as we can here. We'll close in for a close pass on those straggling battleships. Let's see, do we have any strikes back? Okay, they are launching a recon right now. And we've got, okay, looks like some of our torpedo bombers were wounded, or were damaged on landing. But we did get most of that strike back. And we've got a total of 6 available from the other wing. Alright. Well, let's ready them all up. We still have enough torpedoes, I think. Or not. Okay. We'll ready those ones with torpedoes. And then this other group. Oh, no. Okay, it's readying them up. Sounds good to me. If it's going to ready them, then I will take it. We'll ready those up and see what all we can do. Alright, running low on ammunition. Well, I'll bet that New Jersey might get away. Yeah, she's still moving at speed. We're not getting enough hits. Aha! Knocked out that coastal battery. And we are getting some hits. Getting some of those 15-inch guns in there. And also some 16-inch guns. So this ship is definitely not getting away clean. That's good. Oh, and she withdrew. Okay, we'll just do a close pass on that Oklahoma. Hopefully finish off that destroyer as well. Hopefully not get torpedoed in the process. Wow, how on earth is that destroyer still going? Do we want to stop the launch float planes? No. No need for anything else. Alright, I do believe that that Oklahoma is done for. All ships reduce speed. Back down to cruising. You're already cruising. You're already cruising. You're already cruising. Oh, what's going on with... Okay, so we found a mine. Or was that... Okay. So there's a mine. Oh, well, there goes one of our cruisers. Well, that is unfortunate. But that's okay, we have more cruisers under construction. I think we'll just name a cruiser after that cruiser and call it a war hero. Wow, Royal Sovereign is down to 13 knots. What happened there? Oh, her engines were disabled by a 16-inch hit. Woo! Oh, man. From 4,000 yards? Yeah, it's kind of hard to stop a 16-inch naval rifle at that range. We did get in pretty close, so at least she's still moving. And yep, there goes the Forte. She's lost. Alright. Let's just do a general fleet speed reduction to 10 knots. So we knocked out one of the coastal batteries. That was, what, this one? A 9-inch? Is that 7-inch still there? Yeah, 7 inches coastal battery still there. Yeah, let's go knock that out. Again. I know we've already knocked it out once, but we're going to try again. And hopefully we don't have any more losses to that single mine. Let's see, and where is the Maxton? Alright, you can reduce speed to cruising. And we don't even need to launch these, really. I suppose I could ready ground strikes, but I don't think it's worthwhile. They're not going to get back in time. So we're going to stand those down. Is that destroyer still moving? That's a destroyer that's still moving. How dare he? Alright, plenty of gunfire at that Perry class. Hopefully going to knock that out. Is he going in on a suicide charge? Yeah, he's going on. Oh, there we go. Stop that charge. And torpedoes missed because they were compensating for movement. Alrighty, that is one more destroyer down. Alright, we'll see if we can knock down that 7-inch coastal battery. I know that destroyer is down. And this fight is almost over. We'll bombard that coastal battery and maybe even that airbase into submission. Alright, here comes night. We'll do one more pass there. I don't think these guys are going to be able to get any more shots. Yep, losing sight. Is that a destroyer? Alright, we've got a fire set. And end of battle. Alright. Well, we didn't get to destroy the land target, but the enemy has surrendered. And there we go. We lost one cruiser. Medium damage on one dreadnought and one battlecruiser. Not bad, not bad. And heavy damage on some of our destroyers. Again, totally fine. Destroyers are there to be used. And on the enemy's fleet, let's see, so we had 7 dreadnoughts and 2 battlecruisers and 1 light carrier. The Americans brought 8 battleships to our 7 and 5 battlecruisers to our 2. Although I think tonnage-wise it was actually about even. Our ships tended to be heavier. And we definitely had the advantage in terms of guns. That was very apparent. We had bigger guns in almost every category, except for the battlecruisers, and they fought us when they were severely outnumbered. So those battlecruisers did not stand a chance. Alright, aircraft-wise, they started off with 95 fighters. They had fighters? Oh, wow. Probably should have put those to good use. They didn't. 95 fighters, 64 patrol boats, and yeah, just operational losses, really. Nothing too fancy there. Alright, on our end, we had 34 torpedo bombers, of which we lost 8. 4 to AA, 1 air-to-air. Oh. I didn't know that that happened. And 3 operational losses due to crashing and landing accidents and other. We had other significant stuff. Alright, let's take a look at some of the ship details here. See what other lessons we can learn. Okay. Not a lot of hits overall for these fellows. Alright, so battlecruisers, yep, very decisive. Those things got absolutely hammered. Let's take a look at the battleships. Alright, so the New Jersey, 11.5-inch belt, 2.5-inch deck, 12-inch turret. So fairly well protected. This is one of their more modern ships, relatively speaking. And she took 23 heavy hits and sunk with 12 flooding. Alright. So let's see what we got. We got some belt extended. Yep, that's pretty bad. Hull hit belt penetrated at 10,000 yards. Superstructure belt extended. Conning tower. Knocked that right out. Turret destroyed. Belt penetrated. Belt penetrated. Belt extended penetrated. Deck penetrated. Oof. Belt penetrated, saltwater and feed tanks. Machinery disabled. That's a lot of hits that cause flooding there. So this ship just got gunned under due to structural destruction and sufficient flooding from hits. Evading air attacks, evading air attacks. Nothing significant there. Belt penetrate, belt extended penetrate. And we were doing that even at long range. Look at that. 17,000 yards and we were still going through that 11.5-inch belt. These 16-inch guns are terrifying. I think at this point it is fairly conclusive that there is no appropriate protection against 16-inch guns. It's just not possible. We still have to do reasonable protection against other ships. But at this point, the race between guns and armor, guns have won. Even quality -1 guns were just Swiss cheesing these things. Let's see how our own ships fared. So we did end up with light damage on the Hercules. She took 8 heavy hits. Let's see how those did. Okay, 16-inch deck hit that we deflected. 16-inch hull hit that we deflected. 16-inch near miss. Okay, so that heavier armor is making a difference. The 14-inch belt is improving survivability. So that's an important lesson there. Okay, tertiary batteries, main batteries, main batteries, main batteries. Looking good overall. Okay, there's some damage. 16-inch, belt extended. Oh yeah, belt extended, deck extended, splinters damaged hull. And this is one of the all-or-nothing ships, so yeah, there's no armor there. Then we get a 16-inch superstructure hit. Not much protection there. 14-inch superstructure pass-through. Oh, that's where the fire came from. 14-inch secondary battery hit. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. 12,000 yards, hull hit, belt, bounced. So we've got better armor than they do as well. Fire spreads, fire reduced, fire spreads. Fire reduced, fire extinguished. Good. I really wish that these messages were highlighted in red, so that they stand out, that they're visible in the tide of battle. Because I only found out about this fire during one of the pauses in the action. Otherwise, I would have had no idea that there was a fire at all. 6-inch hit, bounced right off, no chance. 7-inch hit. Who was throwing around 7-inch? Oh, the shore battery. Okay, yeah. Alright, so important lessons there. That heavier belt armor helps. 16-inch guns are amazing. And I probably do need a little bit more deck armor. These dreadnoughts are starting to show their age. I really should be keeping these guys at long range and not getting them close until the fight is basically decided. Well, that was a heck of a fight. Alright, I think we will bring that to a close. Major victory, 2 prestige, and 43,000 victory points. Glorious victory. Alright, and we will call that the Battle of Windward Point. Oh, and now we apparently have a blockade going. And it's actually causing problems. How on earth a naval blockade is causing problems in a massive continent like the USA, I have no idea, but we're managing it. Hey, 3 more destroyers. And let's try and crush them. Ooh, aircraft carrier conversions. Yeah, definitely having a larger strike wing would have been very significant. And Daihatsu barges too? Oh my. Oh no, Benbow hit a mine! Okay. And there we go. We can finally call this turn to a close. That was a heck of a battle. That was 2, maybe even ending up as 3 episodes long. I'll probably end up chopping that in half. Alright, I will call this episode to a close. Until next time, Katori87, signing out.